boy Caliber Winfield here with yet another exciting episode of Caliber's super wonderful terrific happy hour. Today we got some more fitness questions from you, the beautiful people. Alright, well, let's just jump right into it, brother. Let's see here. What methods do you use to progress with dumbbell lifts when the 5-pound jumps between dumbbells are too much? I know what you mean. The way I look at it, the 5-pound jumps are too much. Just keep using the weight that you're comfortable with. Let's say it's 50 pounds each hand for standing overhead presses. Use those for like a month, 2 months. Seriously, just keep at it, and then you probably will have enough strength to jump over to the 5 pounds. I mean, you can also do that, and you can also do, it depends on what you're talking about too much. Literally too much for 1 rep, or literally too much for 10 reps. If so, just kind of keep at it until you get to those 10 reps. You know, if you can only do 6, do 6. Rest 30 seconds, pay your debt. Do the other 4. There you go, baby. Alright. Is it acceptable to rest about 7 minutes in between sets of squats? I mean, will it hurt my training, and do the sets count? Absolutely not. The body, and this was deduced in medical journals, as read to me by one George Costanza, states that if you rest longer than 5 minutes while working out, every second afterwards you will lose approximately 1 pound of lean muscle mass. I've seen it happen. There was a guy, he was contender to be Mr. Olympia. He was doing overhead presses. He got to talking to someone. He talked to him for 10 minutes. When he came back, it was looking like he belonged in a cancer ward or something. I mean, he had to quit. He had to quit working out. That was it. He was dead. He was so despondent. He ended up resting even longer, and he died. Stunning, really. All right. Is there a way where it is unhealthy to consider exercising? No. Clarification. The guy who asked this is 450 pounds, and I think he's asking, like, will his heart give out if he hits the treadmill, or should he concentrate on diet until he loses some weight, then start working out? Well, once again, refer to these medical journals. If you weigh above 450 pounds, well, actually, medical journals is a little loose. Really, it's what I see at Walmart. I believe, as it goes, because of what I've seen, if you're above 350 pounds, if you take one single solitary step, unaided, by a cane, a freaking, one of those things that got the tennis balls on them, a walker, one of those Segway dealies, one of the go-kart things that Walmart offers, you take one single solitary step on your own, you'll die. That's just how it goes. That's what I've seen. That's what I believe. No, there's no fucking way. I mean, you don't want to be 450 pounds and all of a sudden start doing sprints. You could probably be pretty hard on your knees. Just start simple walking. That's it. Just walk, walk, walk. Boom, baby. Especially incline. Oh, sleep is more important to recovery than performance, right? I had poor sleep last night, 4 hours, and really want to hit the gym tonight. Will my poor sleep somehow affect my current gains if I lift? Yes, once again, if you sleep less than 5 hours and go to the gym, every minute that you work out, you will take a year off your gains. So you work out 5 minutes, let's say you've been working out 5 years, instantly you will look like you have never lifted in your life. Look, sleep is vital. It's like, I don't know. It's really neck to neck with eating, I believe. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. It's like it's when your factory shuts down and all of a sudden the night crew comes in and it's painting everything and fixing the structures. I mean, this is a pretty brilliant analogy that just came off of the top of my 24-inch noggin, brother. Yeah, so that's basically what it's like. You gotta get that sleep if you want to repair. Is it going to affect the way you lift? Yeah. If I have shitty sleep, I'm not as strong, I'm not as productive in the gym the next day. Everybody's like that. Is it going to affect your gains? Yeah, you're not going to get as many. The current gains that you already have? No, they're not really going to go anywhere. Was I using the squat rack for too long? I needed to do 10 sets. 5 sets of squats and 5 sets of overhead. This guy yelled at me. What is the proper gym etiquette? Proper gym etiquette? You're kind of both in the wrong, to be honest. Like, depending on what time you're at the gym. Let's say you're there at 3 a.m. You're doing squats and deads, or squats and overheads, whatever. That guy, he kind of needs to go fuck himself. You know, there's really no one there. Tough shit, you got there first. I mean, the guy can probably find other methods to do what he needs to do. If you're at a crowded time, you really kind of have to keep shit short. However, fuck man, 5 sets of squats and then overhead presses, you're going to be in that squat rack half an hour, 45 minutes right about there, depending on how heavy you're going and your rest breaks and everything. So it does pay to be considerate. I mean, it's kind of tough when you really need to get your workout in, but you can sense if someone wants to use your area because they fucking hover like buzzards, you know? They're just, and like what I like to do is that move where, let's say you want a piece of a gym equipment, and like you're like you're working out. Check the guns out. You're working out, you know, and you're kind of looking at them, and you're cornering your eye. You fucking waiting. You're fucking waiting for that pec deck machine. You're fucking waiting. They're sitting there texting, and they're fucking sitting there, and you're waiting. Then all of a sudden they get up and they're done, and you're like, what am I gonna do? Oh, pec deck's available. I don't know. Sure. Oh, fuck, twist my arm. Okay, I think maybe I'll do some pec deck stuff. Because you don't want to be the guy, you just don't want to seem like you're the guy who's like, pec deck's available. You fucking run over there, fucking do a sweet kick. Did you see how high I got on that shit? Whoa! And that's some fucking with some sore hammies. Maybe I need to do action movies. Anyways, nope, the title's moving. Yeah, you don't want to seem like that guy, so it's always like you do that move where it's like, oh, yeah, well, okay, sure, twist my arm. But yeah, you guys were kind of both in the wrong. I fucking hate it when someone's in the squat rack forever and ever, and it's like, you see them taking the plates off and you get all excited, but then they start doing something else, and it's like, oh, motherfucker. So, they try to be considerate, but the guy who yelled at you, he can go fuck off. Is there any compound lift that will add thickness to my mid and upper back, i.e. upper trap, mid trap, and surrounding musculature? I'm guessing snatch pull and its variations. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. I would definitely do close grip T-bar rows. I would use 25-pound plates because that way you're able to get a better range of motion. The 45-pound plates, they don't leave you enough room. And don't do the thing with T-bars, my video's probably going to cut me off so I'm kind of stand on my tippy toes, where like you're standing like this and you're fucking pulling like that. That's just working your traps. You want the top of your traps at that. You want to bend over, get a nice 45-degree incline, pull into your chest and squeeze. That's really going to work the mid and your spinal erectors, all that pretty shit. Now, for the upper back, which I love, I'm an upper back guy. I've been obsessed with it for years. You want to do, I like to do kind of supersets. Snatch grip high pulls, which are fucking fantastic. Arguably the best trap builder out there. I love them to death. Snatch grip, you grab obviously something in a snatch grip. You let the bar get down to about your knees, and then all of a sudden you explode up and bring the bar up to about your neck, right around there. You can do a YouTube search for this move. Practically no one knows about it. I'm the only guy I've seen do it, and it's fucking brilliant. 3 sets, 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps so your form doesn't get all shitty. Yeah, oh man, you fucking feel it like crazy. Give those a shot, and then superset that with band pull-aparts. Just grab a fucking band and just pull. That'll work your rear delts, which are fucking awesome. No one really focuses on those too often. Either that or they just do the reverse pec deck for like 3 sets, that's it. You get a fucking sweet set of those, you're banging, baby. You're made in the shade. Alright, how no one rhymes with their statement seem like made in the shade kind of thing? I think that's what cool cats do. I want to get flat shoes because my running shoes feel real wobbly while doing deadlifts and squats. Is there anything wrong with using a cheap pair of Chuck Taylors for lifting? Absolutely not. That's a good thing that you're realizing that, because wouldn't deadlift and squatting be harder doing it on a bed? Exactly. You want to be nice and sturdy, nail to the ground. Get the Chuck shoes. They're super cheap. They're basically like weightlifting shoes, the Atomics or Automix, whatever the fuck they're called. But yeah, the soles are flat, you're boom, you're fucking nailed to the floor. I go barefoot. I keep my socks on, but I like to squat barefoot because you're fucking right there in the ground, and I dig that shit. Alright, last question. Realize the girl I've been in love with for the last 2 years isn't the one. How do I lift away the pain? Well, there's only one way, alright? You gotta search deep within your soul first to find out if this is what you want to do, because if you do, she's gone. The love you had, it's gone. I don't know if you can ever bring it back. You know, they some say, that's why scripts help, they say that it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. That's fucking horseshit. So here's what you do. Boner curls, alright? You're going to have to work up to this, alright? You're probably going to have to use an empty bar at first. But what you do is you make sure that your hang dang is flaccid. You place the bar against it, right? You kind of lean back, alright? You kind of like you're doing a sissy squat. You lean back, so you're kind of making a shelf with your pelvis. And then you focus. You focus. Ooh yeah. You focus. Until you get that boner. And it lifts the bar up, alright? Probably going to have to use a spotter for this at first because it can be dangerous. But once your boner is able to curl that bar, boom, she's out of there for good. And before you know it, you're feeling like a fresh pressed $1,000,000, baby. Alright, well, alright kids, that's it for this episode. Tune in next time, and if you want to have your question featured, and of course who wouldn't, something you could put on your resume, hit me up on Twitter at Caliber Winfield. You can also give me an email. That's caliberw@hotmail.com. Check out geeksfitness.com. You can also leave a comment on any one of those bad boys. And until then, this is your boy saying, alright, fat butt pose, let's get it.